Join me as we crack open the marble facade of ancient Greece and expose the twisted, grimy, eyebrow-singeing secrets hiding behind the philosophy and togas. Because while they gave us democracy, theater, and some bloke named Plato, they also gave us baby dumps, human sacrifices, and really weird oracles who basically tripped out on fumes and told kings to commit war crimes. Let's dive in. Ancient Greece, the land of democracy, drama, sandal fashion, and crushing realities. Sure, when we think of Athens, we imagine philosophers in robes debating the cosmos. But let's not forget, Socrates was executed for corrupting the youth, and the same society that invented ethics also thought Spartan kids should wrestle wolves for fun. Yes, really, let's get into it. So you think your parents were strict? Try being born in Sparta with a limp. Infanticide, killing babies, wasn't just a rare accident. In city-states like Sparta, it was a state-sponsored policy. Newborns were examined like dodgy used cars. If you weren't fit enough to grow up to be a warrior or bear more warriors, you were returned to sender, aka chucked off a cliff called Mount Tegetus. Imagine being rejected by society before you've even opened your eyes. Harsh? Yes. Efficient? Also yes, if your goal is a population of aggressive, emotionally repressed man-tanks. Ritual sacrifices? Thanks, Zeus. Here's Barry. Sure, most offerings were goats, wine, or cake, but occasionally the gods got a taste for human flesh. Take the Taurians, who allegedly sacrificed shipwrecked strangers to Artemis. Picture it. You survive a tragic maritime disaster, wash ashore hoping for rescue, and boom! You're on the menu at Temple BBQ night. Even the more refined Greeks weren't innocent. In times of desperation, think plagues, droughts, your crops going, nope. Some city-states offered up people to appease angry gods. Talk about a performance review with high stakes. And then there were the oracles. Picture a spiritual hotline operated by a possibly stoned woman sitting over a crack in the earth, babbling prophecy while inhaling gas fumes that probably smelled like rotten eggs and divine doom. The Oracle of Delphi was basically the Google of the ancient world. If Google sometimes replied with, "Your goats shall dance under moonlight, and your enemy's cheese will betray him," people made life or death decisions based on her vague, riddle-like messages. You will destroy a great empire. Which one? Yours or theirs? Oops, too late. You've declared war on Persia. Some historians believe the Pythia, that's the oracle's job title, may have been high on ethane or methane gases, which explains why she sounded like she was decoding alien transmissions while having a mild seizure. Slavery and war, the stuff school skims. For ancient Greece loved a war, like really loved it. If there wasn't a war, someone invented one. Athens and Sparta were constantly at each other's throats, and when they weren't fighting each other, they were enslaving people.
Fight!
Slaves made up as much as 40% of the population in some city-states. And no, they didn't get day trips or benefits. Slaves could be war captives, debtors, or just unlucky. You could wake up one day a free man and go to bed someone's property because you borrowed too much money or lost a wrestling match. And let's not forget the philosophers. Yes, they gave us the foundations of Western thought, but also some highly questionable life advice. Diogenes lived in a barrel, peed in public, and once told Alexander the Great to get out of his sunlight. Pythagoras banned beans. Not drugs, just beans. Plato wrote about an ideal society where artists were banned. Sorry, creative types, you're out. So what do we take away from this? Ancient Greece wasn't all laurels and logic. It was a glorious mess of murder, mysticism, mayhem, and the occasional mass theorem. And the truth is, that's what makes it fascinating. The light shines brighter when you see the shadows it had to break through. Tell me in the comments which secret shocked you the most. The baby cliff, the sacrifice festivals, the gas-huffing oracle? And if you like this descent into ancient darkness, make sure to check out my video on Rome's grossest traditions. Spoiler, it involves vomit rooms and gladiator sweat-based cosmetics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and sacrifice a goat to the algorithm, or just hit the bell icon.